Forget the sex tape. Forget him calling his daughter's lover the N-word. And forget him getting called the N-word by a coworker.
Hulk Hogan, we're coming for you!
Terry, the Hulk Hogan, is throwing his hat into the beer industry. Let's have a beer talk, brother. All right, all you Hulkamaniacs over the age of 21. Not that there's any Hulkamaniacs under the age of 30, but Hulkamania will now be available in a can, although we are not calling it Hulkamania because we as Americans love missed opportunity for marketing and sales. But Terry, the Hulk Hogan, is going to have his own beer. Real American beer. After his theme song, his entrance music of many, many years, Hulk Hogan, Real American Beer, light beer. So he's going after Bud Light, Miller Lite, Busch Light, Natural Light. Wouldn't it be awesome if he had a high gravity version of this beer called Hulk Daddy? I'd be really into that. But let's look into Real American Beer. Let's take a deep dive into it. Let's start with the can art. The can art, in my opinion, is perfection. It's quite possibly the best part of this beer without having tried it, at least. The badge with the label and everything like that is old school beer vibes. It's Real American Beer. It's giving that PBR Strohs vibe on it. And then the art of Hulk Hogan himself stabbing the flag into the can is like Suburban Commando vibes all day. It's really giving off like that 90s, 80s Hulk Hogan movie star vibes. And I am just like Hulkamania, roid rage in full effect. And I just want to slam some beers, brother, with Terry himself. Now, this beer has already been released in Florida, where Terry resides, Hulk Hogan, sorry if I keep calling him Terry, and Minnesota, which are very far apart. But I think Minnesota, in relation to where the beer is being brewed, Great Central Brewing Company out of Chicago, Illinois, they do stuff for like Low Res and Illuminated Beer Works. But do they have the capacity? I was going to send them an email, but I was like, you know what? It's not even worth it. When am I going to get a reply? Am I going to get a reply? I don't know. Now here is where it gets a little weird. In 2003, Hulk Hogan, in an interview with People magazine, said he is enjoying living a sober lifestyle. He does not feel the need to drink or do drugs, which a lot of his peers in the wrestling industry do, and they're very heavy on the peer industry. He feels like he doesn't have an addictive personality because he doesn't feel the pressure to do that in social settings anymore. So why did Hulk Hogan make his own beer? Was he sitting at home watching TV thinking, you know what the people need? The people need a Hulk Hogan beer, brother. Because I'm sure that's just how he talks to himself, or that's like his inner monologue is just the Hulk Hogan voice, the Hulkamaniac voice. But as it turns out, there is a company called Liquid Opportunities that owns everything behind this beer. Hulk Hogan is just the paid front. So they thought of it, they designed it, they got a hold of Hulk Hogan, and they said, hey, here's this money, show up, do events, be the face of the beer, and you get paid pretty. Zero risk for Hulk Hogan whatsoever. And actually, it's very low risk for Liquid Opportunities when you look into it too. All this stuff is done in-house. Like they take care of all the stuff in-house. So they created it. Now, all they probably have to do is pay for the beer to get made now. They probably paid for the recipe. It's probably just some light beer recipe. It's probably Busch Light, just a clone of it, or Bud Light, right? Put it in a can with their own label on it. That's it. Go region by region. Maybe the first 3 or 4 rounds of this beer do really well. They make money off of it. They're never going to be sitting on a lot of product. And then if it does blow up, they're only contracting with Great Central Brewing Company, so they can go to Anheuser-Busch or someone like that and probably make a shit ton of money off of selling the product so it's now owned by Bud Light. And honestly, I'm all here for it. I would love a Real American Beer shirt, or more importantly, a Real American Beer tin to put on the wall in the basement. That would be really cool. But any opportunity to try new beer, drink a new beer, I'm all for. And any opportunity to drink enough beer to feel the true experience of Hulkamania and be invulnerable to anything, which beer really does, I'm all for too. Well, that's going to do it for this episode of Halfassbeerreview. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out another beer talk with me. What do you guys think about Hulk Hogan's endeavor into the beer world with Real American Beer? Brother, light beer for all Americans over the age of 21. That's a terrible Hulk Hogan impression, but, you know, if you're new to the channel, sub, give this video a thumbs up. Tell me what you think about Hulk Hogan's beer. Have you tried it? Are you in one of the 3 states that have it? Have you tried it? If you can get it to me, get it to me. Liquid Opportunities, Hulk Hogan, I'm talking to you. I want to try the beer. I want beer merch for it. Let's make it happen. Before you go, please check out my friends Banter and Babble every Wednesday nights at 9 o'clock on Twitch for the best pop culture wrap-up. And my friend Drastin, the Dungeon Master, over at 7 Dungeons on Twitch Monday nights at 7 o'clock for the best Dungeons and Dragons around. The links are down there. You won't be disappointed by any of it, brother. The last question is, what you gonna do when Halfassmania runs wild on you?